Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today, let's play with a bunch of colors. We will be creating our own backgrounds using plain white cardstock, some embossing folders and lots of distress inking. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos. These simple backgrounds can be used for any occasion cards. You can add sentiments of your choice and can make either a top folding card or a side folding card. Let's begin today's video with a bunch of simple white cardstocks. I'm using a 65-pound plain white cardstock cut out to fit onto an A2 size card base. I'm using embossing folders, some from Sizzix and some that I found at my local craft store. This technique can be used to batch produce cards. You could leave it plain white with the embossing on and color it later as per the occasion and sentiment. Or, like I did today, use random colors and keep the card front ready to go. If you notice, there was a slight tear in my embossed panel. Well, I don't mind that. I would use the tear to create some texture for my card. You could leave the tear as is, or you could paste a clear tape behind the tear to cover it up. Since we are batch producing, I like to emboss all the panels at once and then color them, instead of embossing and coloring one at a time. This definitely saves time. Fast forward and I have 7 embossed panels ready to be colored. This took me not more than 5 minutes. Let's get to coloring. I'm using a bunch of Ranger distress inks. Since this is a very random coloring technique, I'm not concerned about the choice of color combinations or patterns. I just took my panels and placed them onto a printer paper. With a wiping motion, I wiped the color in one direction onto the panel. I repeated the same technique for all the panels. Each time, I used a different set of colors. This is by far my favorite technique. Not only is it simple, it saves so much time and I have a bunch of card backgrounds ready to go onto my card base. This entire project took me not more than 20 minutes. You should definitely give it a try. If you don't have access to any embossing folders or a die cutting machine, that's no problem. Just go for a plain cardstock and wipe down some random colors. Create your own patterns. Tag me on my Instagram with some fun pictures of your projects and also mention your thoughts and ideas in the description box below. Here's a look at all the 7 panels. I love how these backgrounds turned out. Even though I did not use any matching colors or patterns, I loved the look of the embossed pattern and the colors that got onto those patterns. Let's assemble a couple of our backgrounds onto some black card base. Like I mentioned, you could make these into top folding or side folding cards. I'm using a You Warm My Heart sentiment strip. If you go back to my video library, you will find a video where I created a bunch of these sentiment strips. I will put a link to that video in the description box below. Don't forget to check out that video. I'm using a foot ruler to align the sentiment strips along the grid lines of my work mat. This will make sure that my sentiment strip are lined straight onto the card front. Here is another example. Again, check out the link in my description box for a video tutorial on how I created the sentiment strip, which says, "A kind and thoughtful thank you." This sentiment is from the Flowering Sister stamp set from Altnew. I used double-sided foam tape to adhere the strip for some extra dimension. I cut out the extra piece of sentiment before I stuck the panel onto a card base. Here's a look at all the backgrounds we created today, along with the 2 finished cards. You could put in a white panel inside the card for your handwritten greeting. Hope you had fun watching today's video and got inspired. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and share it with your family and friends. Your love means a lot to me and my channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again for joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful day and see you in my next video.